ঘুরে একটু মোবাইলটা দে তোমার, আমাকে শুধু একটু 2 মিনিটের জন্য দে, আমি একটা কাজ করি দে। ওই যে ইউটিউবের ভিডিওটা দেখি না, যে ভিডিওটা দিলাম, তুমি তো খেলতে পারবে, আমি শুধু একটু দেখি হচ্ছে কিনা ভিডিওটা। দাও না মা।
তুমি আজকে কেন আবার ওই ভিডিওটা দিছ? কেন আধা টাকা অনেক দিন পর পর কেন দাও?
দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও, কথা দেখতে দাও। বুড়ি ডিস্টার্ব করিস না তো। ইউটিউব কই গেল?
ওই তো
রে
আমার ফোনে তাও নেটওয়ার্ক নেই এত বেশি।
এই তো চুল লাগাবি না তো।
আচ্ছা, তোমার বাংলা লিখতে কেন মন চায় না? আমার তো বাংলা লিখতে মন চায়।
এটা কেন?
ওরে বাবা, তুমি যে কি যে করছো না, মানুষ তো সরাসরিও দেখতে পারবে না। এটা কি তোমার চ্যানেল? ওরে বাবা, তোমার পাগল জিনিস তো।
And then that's good cricket from the bowler, from the batsman, prepared to respect.
তোমার পরে আমি এটা দেখবো। তোমার আজকে আমার কি দরকার আছে? তুমি ক্রিকেট খেলছো? তুমি কি করছো? আমি পাগল
The good deliveries.
হয়ে গেছি।
72 for 1.
তখন তোমার খেলা বন্ধ করো। আচ্ছা, তোমার আম্মুর ফোনটারই কেন দরকার? ও মামু, দাও না রে।
আরে বুড়ি ডিস্টার্ব করিস না।
তুমি কেন এরকম করতেছ? আম্মুর ফোনটা নিয়ে, ওটা আম্মুর ফোনটা দাও। তুমি অন্য কারো ফোন দাও। তুমি অন্য কারো ফোন দাও।
তোর কথা এবার সব মানুষ শুনবে, আবার তোর পাগলা পাগলা কথা, তোকে দেখা যাবে, তাহলে চুপ করে থাক। তোর কথা এবার সব মানুষ শুনবে, আবার তোর পাগলা পাগলা কথা, তোকে দেখা যাবে, তাহলে চুপ করে থাক। সব মানুষ শুনবে, দেখা যাবে, তাহলে চুপ করে থাক।
আজকে সন্ধ্যা তো খাবেন করলো ভাজিয়ার মাছ, ওই পাশারাই তো করলো ভাজিয়ার মাছ, ওই জন্য 6 পিস মাছ পাক করা হয়। এটা খালি আলু দিচ্ছি তোমাকে মিশে মিশে
খালি দাও, সত্যি দাও, সত্যি দাও,
কি হলো
হ্যাঁ ভাইয়া, 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 হ্যাঁ, আরে ওই আন্দাজি কাটতেছে।
Changes the answer as well. We'll talk about it on this 7342.
তোকে আমি কথা বলতে নিষেধ করতেছি না। চুপ করে থাক, আমি কই ভিডিও করছি, চুপ করে থাক, চুপ করে থাক। আর
করলাম মিশে মেলাম
ভিডিও করে নেটে পাঠিয়ে দিছে, আমাদের টিভিতে আসতেছে। হ্যাঁ, সব কথা রেকর্ড করে পাঠাইছে, টিভিতে দেখা যাচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, কথা বলছি, মামা সব কথা রেকর্ড করছে, টিভিতে দিয়ে দিছে, আমাদের টিভিতে দেখা যাচ্ছে।
আজকে কোনো সম্ভব নাই, আগে আলু সবগুলো আছে, আজকে 3টে মানে আলুর দলা আছে, তাকে বানাবো। আর বেগুন কাটি, বেগুন বানাবো। বুটের ছটাগুলো আছে না, ভালো আছে না, তোরলে আজকে চালাবেন, কালকে বুট বানাবো।
Targeting more bird deliveries, keep supporting Praveen Javikram. Targeting more bird deliveries, keep supporting Praveen Javikram.
কাল তুমি হাতে শুনলে কি হয়?
কিসের?
ওই মায়ের দোনো একটা খাওয়ার বসিদার গুলো খাওয়ার
কাজ না কই বান মুইও নাই শুনে। হ্যাঁ বুড়ি,
হ্যাঁ শুনতে রাই আমাকে
কালকে তোর আব্বুর সাথে দাদুর কি দাদু দুজন দে দাদু কই
কাকি ওই যে ভাত খাবো
ভাত
সেই
খেতে বসে কি
দাদু
হয়েছে?
কথা তোমার জন্য অফিস কথা দাদুকে ঠিক কই তো দাদু ঠিক করে দাদু আগল আর
It's good bowling by Praveen Jayakrama, bowling to his field. Well, that's because Praveen still is a little bit predictable, so he's back. On the off stump and looking to just try and work balls off the stumps. This was in the first innings of a full toss. Ramesh Mendis a dipping full toss. That's what happened. And was done. 86 for 2. .86 for 2. The Sri Lankan spinners, particularly Jai Vikram, has bowled well, but there's also been some frustrating times. The odd full toss. Ramesh Mendis has dragged a few balls down. That's the problem again off the back foot. This must be frustrating. Well, this is what happened to Mominul in the first innings. A couple of full tosses and then the dipping one. That dipped. 2 full tosses and that dipped an LBW. Perfect. That's much better. I'm sure nothing wrong in being driven. But what I don't like to see on this pitch with Ramesh Mendis bowling is playing off the back foot. to be getting him to play on the front foot, like just like the way he dismissed Iqbal. Mominul's height also matters here because Ramesh Mendis will have to further his length a little bit more because Mominul has the luxury of being able to adjust and go deep in the crease. Yeah, that's better.
Much better, much better. Important thing is the consistency. Talking about that word consistent for a long period in this series. Even the fast bowlers, spin bowlers. That's better. Two on the trot.
Good Ramesh, good Ramesh.
Ideally, Ramesh Mendis should work on that economy rate as well. Sure that the Bangladeshis have put Ramesh Mendis under pressure. Certain extent, Roshan mentioned. Finishing the action is the problem as well. Outside edge towards the car point for a single to end the over. Bangladesh 87 for 2.
Change the side. Thank you.
7 for 111 so far for young Praveen Jayavikrama. Akila Dhananjaya Mendis at the top. Now from round the wicket, looking to create a different angle. Well, Ajanta Mendis had a dream series against India. Akila Dhananjaya came, virtually took the world by storm with his bowling on his debut. Oh, good attempt, good attempt. But this is a different angle. This will negate Mominul's decision to bat on the off stump. So he's trying to
In 76, slower you bowl, much more purchase for the spinners. We were talking about it entire test match. Ow, that looks much closer.
Sama.
95 for 2. The off spinner will continue. from round the wicket. Whip through mid on. Not an easy shot to play, but again the there were 2 or 3 really good probing deliveries, but then he would also bowl one full or short. So that releases the pressure, and that is the frustration.
No!
101 for 2.
আমি একটু পাগলান্তি করতেছি হ্যাঁ একটু কেমনি
Well, 336 is what they need now. Still a pretty long way to go for Bangladesh.
এমনিতেও মাথায় নাই নরমালি
On a helpful pitch, I tell you, spinners need to be patient and balls. What Bangladesh have done well is not allow that to happen. To Praveen Jai Vikrama, it's been an extra kind of challenge because he's bowling to 2 left-handers. He hasn't still found that slider or the arm ball to the left-hander. So far, Mominul has worked him around the leg stump. As you said in the last over, went over mid-wicket. Again, a bit of spin back into the left-hander. What he should try and aim to do from that angle is find the rough, if he could, just outside the off stump.
Easy played. To find that outside the off stump rough coming round the wicket to a left-hander, it's going to be hard work. Very hard work. And also we have seen multiple times in situations like this, the team is having a good partnership. It's a matter of one good delivery, one becomes 2. Because this is a wicket, and this is a wicket where it's not easy to get in. When you get in, it's not easy, but it's not dangerous either. Batsman still could score runs. To get that eventual wicket, the 2 bowlers need to bowl in partnership, not allowing the batsman giving those boundary balls. The boundary balls, more the boundary balls, the pressure has been released. For the moment, I just feel That's much better. Much better. Bowled him. Lovely delivery. Classical left-armers delivery to get rid of Shanto. Lovely delivery. Classical left-armers delivery to get rid of Shanto.
And 4 for 3. Mushfiq, he's a new batsman. Sri Lanka striking just at the right moment. Few minutes to go for tea. Mushfiq coming in at a difficult time. Real excellent stats for him. Plenty of experience, but take a look at this dismissal. We were speaking about the rough, the importance of exploiting it. This is exactly what young Jaya Vikrama did. Just a slight explosion, but bursting between that bat and pad. Very good delivery. Very, very good delivery indeed.
Between the bat and pad. That was a big mistake what Shanto did. Spoke about one becomes two. 10 minutes to go. An easy times for the two batsmen, especially Mushikur Rahim. As we spoke about before, these corner wickets not easy to get in. That's where Sri Lanka should target as soon as the batsmen come. Keep building those good deliveries in good lengths. Could be any good batsman would get you out in these turn of wickets. As we see Praveen Jayakrama, youngster, 8 wickets so far. Impressive debut. Well, moving the square leg fielder towards mid wicket. The good stuff, just playing with the batsman's mind. Mushikur Rahim, we all know, loves to sweep. Good start, very good start. End of the over, Bangladesh 104 for 3.
Look at the debutant's work. Jaya Vikrama now second in the list. Akila Dhananjay still on top. Well, we got Lakshant Sandakan featured here, but in the squad, not playing. Legendary Lasit Malinga at 6 for 92. Now Dhananjay De Silva replacing Ramesh Mendis, and it's very important. You have spoken about partnerships and bowling in partnerships, Maha. Importance of Suranga Lakmal just diving over it. Pathum Nisanka doing well. Well, they'll want to check, did he touch the boundary? That's the question. But what I was trying to say is that he needs to bowl and keep things tight, just to try and support Jaya Vikrama at this end. This is another look where the umpires want to make sure that it's a clean bit of fielding. Yeah, it's a good stop. He saved 2 runs.
Captain Roshan, I'm with you there. There's one bowler who need to support Praveen Jayavikrama.
Well, there are also 10 turf wickets, 2 matting wickets and 1 AstroTurf wicket and a cement wicket at the Pallekele International Stadium. And those wickets that you just saw, which you caught a glimpse, is basically for schools around Kandy to train their young cricketers. So Sri Lanka cricket has a plan to develop a center of excellence at Palikale. So all this practice wickets for national team and the touring team, the swimming pool, practice wickets for school cricketers, indoor nets, they all help in that task of making Palikale a center of excellence and a ground that could hold around 25,000 people, host day-night games. So it's a complete article.
Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. Newcomer Mushfiqur Rahim. Right away, showing intent. Good stuff by Mushfiqur Rahim. Understands that it's going to be hard staying at one end. This is a classical delivery we're talking about. Any left-arm spinner in the world would be so happy to see that. Pitch, drift, spun back. Awesome. Bangladesh 107 for 3.
Kakak lama ya na.
Jai Vikram has been the star on his debut. Got 8 wickets, 2 for 30. Ball from over the wicket to Mominul with short leg slip. Mominul continues that off-stump line. He's on that off-stump guard. Just allows him that extra bit of leverage outside the off-stump with the left-arm spinner bowling and also able to cover the rough a little bit more.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Though Mominul Haq moving to off-stump, young Praveen has not changed his line. He's kept on bowling that. That's a good haul of marker spinner. Has a lot of ability. And oh, I think it was a officially not a bounce ball. Just a replay to see there. One reason what happened that the dipness of the ball. It dipped so quickly, and Mominul Haq just went to the shot. Luckily, the mid-on fielder was all the way at long on Angelo Matthews. Interesting few more deliveries to Mushfiqur Rahim. He spoke about one. Not easy. Just under 4 minutes go for tea break.
Maybe this over and another one before tea. This break was done in the first innings by Praveen Jai Vikrama, the one that came in with the arm. Just managed to get his bat down. And the thing about Jai Vikrama is the speedy bowls. We've spoken about bowling in the low 70s, the high 70s and the low 80s. That one was just over 80. See, you always speak about the pace. And spinners, generally when they start bowling on pitches, they understand what is the right pace they need to bowl. So sometimes Jai Vikrama would prefer to bowl slower and someone like Ramesh Mendis a little bit quicker, just to make them, because they feel comfortable at that pace. But Jai Vikrama here has found that slower gives him a nice groove, nice release. It's 108 for 3.
Tabe kagak lama ya na. Gawin na boda lama ya na. Lama kata karang ina.
Last over before tea. Ball by Dhananjay De Silva. Late cut. Patum Nissank on full shoot. Managed to keep for 2 runs.
Playing it absolutely late, I thought. He seemed to having an issue with his bootlaces, but Mominul so far has been good. He's played late. He's played the sweep shot and generally tackled the spinners well. And you could see he's thinking. He's planned to bat on the off stump against the left arm spinner, so he's got a plan worked out.
I'm not a robot.
Dikkal keeping us entertained. While we are quiet as commentators, Dikkal will take over.
Dhananjay De Silva speeds. He's gone to low 90s, which he's looking to fire the ball in. He's actually not looping, so that is another reason that he hasn't really spun much. That one, he was looking for a little bit more. Much slower. Not about bowling slow, but it's about the release. The arm speed and everything else should be the same. But it's the deception at the point of release where you can bowl it a little bit quicker and you can also release it slower, but with the same amount of revs. That can deceive the batsman.
Slightly fuller. Easily played by Mushikur Rahim. And also, Dhananjay bowls a lot of overs in one-day cricket and T20. From Nistigan, he opens bowling as well in T20. So used to firing it in. And also, it takes lots of technical changes to loop it in, as well as give it that air. It's been a lot of work. Don't think Dhananjay is that comfortable doing that. But if you could do that, it's a handful for Sri Lanka going forward.
Good work by Pathum Nissanka at point. And that is tea. That is the end of the middle session. And 134 runs and 6 wickets has been the return. Bangladesh at tea, 112 for 3.
Session summary for Bangladesh. 6 wickets down for 134, both the teams. And run rate of 4.57. That's been very impressive by both the teams. Batting card for Bangladesh. Mominul Haq, the captain, on 27. Mushikur just gone in for 1 run. 3 of the top order would be very disappointed getting a start, but not sitting on.
Sri Lankan bowling, it's been impressive, particularly Jai Vikrama 2 for 31. Ramesh Mendis was a bit frustrating, 1 for 60.
Session highlights for you. Dikwalla was caught at deep square by Taijul of Tuskin. Then Ramesh Mendis was caught by Tamim Iqbal. And then a couple of big hits by Suranga Lakmal. Before this happened, and get the declaration. Sri Lanka. In come the Bangladesh openers. Straight away, Tamim Iqbal did put the spinners under pressure. Went after it. And then Ramesh Mendis, lovely classical off spinners delivery to get rid of him. That was given out, but on review, and safe as well. Down the leg side easily. Couple of big shots by Saif, but in the end, Praveen Jai Vikrama at the last laugh, easily caught by Suranga Lakmal. Classical left armers delivery. Amish Mirza, as you said, was a bit up and down. Maminul Haq is taking charge as well. And then this. What a beautiful delivery. Just classical for the young man. Match summary. So far, Bangladesh need 325 runs more. At the moment, they're 112 for 3.
Let's look at how the sessions have panned out. So that's the story. 112 for 3 Bangladesh. They still need 325 more. It's tea here. We will take a break and hopefully meet you in about 15 minutes.
What does it take to go from zero to champion?
Crosses the line!
And becoming 10 teams and 20 drivers, keeping cool while more than 471 million eyes are on you. For 23 races.
In perfect fashion!
All so that you can be number one. Catch every exhilarating moment of the 2021 Formula One season on a dedicated motorsport channel on Supersport, only on DSTV. Broadcast proudly brought to you by Discovery.
The cream always rises to the top.
Brilliant finish! What a contest this has been!
The next enticing chapter of Kiwi franchise rugby is here. Super Rugby Aotearoa, only on DSTV Premium. The DSTV Premiership is just heating up. Download the DSTV app and never miss a moment of the DSTV Premiership anywhere you like.
What a changing moment that was for people who play rugby and support sport. A special time for Australian rugby.
Upgrade to Premium to savor the latest snapshot of Australian rugby on Supersport.
From the hallowed centre circle to every corner of the country. Follow the awesome array of our nation's netballers, from grassroots level to the pro tiers.
This is the vibe. This is how we started. Big smiles, lots of energy.
Catch all the behind the goalpost news and views from those at the heart of the glorious game. Catch up with everything netball. Brought to you by Telkom, proud sponsor of netball.
Tuesday, Babi Sebonke. After series of highs and lows, Amakosi desperately need a consistent winning formula. But for now, Shakuma FC are looking to ease their relegation worries and will fight with all they have.
For a second.
Shakuma FC versus Kaiser Chiefs. Wednesday, Mazanda wanna square up against the team of choice. Away! Later, Orlando Pirates clash with Black Leopards. Tuesday, Udu to lock horns with Bajaja. Same time, the Rockets go toe-to-toe with the Brazilians. Later, Cellies go head-to-head with the Sea Robbers. Babi Sebonke, the DSTV Premiership. It's Super Disky on Supersport, your world of champions on DSTV. Broadcast brought to you by Outsurance. You always get something out.
We're just heading to the river. Take Harper for a swim. It's a beautiful day in Hamilton, about 25 degrees, so she's gonna love it.
My real
earliest memory was playing backyard cricket with my cousins, my friends, and slowly learning the game like that. At primary school, coming from South Africa, there was some good, nice grass wickets, and we started using hard balls at about 6 or 7. So that's, I guess, how I learnt my trade. Had some good fun while I was back home in South Africa. Growing up in South Africa, my cricketing hero was Jonty Rhodes. He was obviously a dynamic fielder and an explosive little batsman, and that's who asked for more. I know from that day onwards I wanted to play definitely a lot more Test cricket. I began my career as an opening batter, and I mean it had its challenges, and I guess the opportunity to come up and do some keeping came up because Brendan wanted to become a specialist batter and start to look after his body a bit more. So I guess some people saw that as an opportunity to start working on my keeping and potentially push for that Test spot. And that's basically what I did. I put a good year of work into my keeping and obviously try to keep going with the bat because I love batting. And that's basically how the opportunity to begin wicket keeping came up.
Oh, he's going through, gets through. Memorable innings. Wonderful knock from BJ Watling, his 8th Test match century.
Yeah, it felt great, obviously. Love scoring hundreds for New Zealand, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. It was hard work out there. And we had some tough periods that we managed to get through. Yeah, a pleasing day.
I don't mind flying under the radar, to be fair. It's kind of goes with my personality. I like to just get on with my job, and that's to play cricket, to score runs and then do the best I can with the gloves, and hopefully that results in some good performances for the team. This summer's a huge summer for us, and to win some Test matches.
And he's come second here. That's a
Banglaling presents Midweek every match day at midbreak, live on GTV.
মাস্ক কোথায়?
ব্যাগের ভিতর, বাজারের ব্যাগে নিচে।
Stadium here, but Jimmy Neesham, this is a slow ball. Perhaps that Glenn Maxwell just got underneath. He's such a fast scoring batsman, second only to Andrew Simons. He is not going to miss out on those ones.
Wow, that was a bullet, and some damage to one of the seats. Oh, this time it's Fuller. Belted down the ground. Work for Bolt to do. Can he get there? He can't. He's been chasing the ball all night and he hasn't chased it with success. This is going to be a big over. 14 from the first 3 balls. Maxwell's in the mood.
Well, you said it earlier, Craig, that this is the hardest field to protect in New Zealand, and Australia are really exploiting not only the pockets but the short boundaries, and then exploiting the gaps in the field because of their good batting and their unorthodox hitting.
Really interested in the approach of Neesham here. Last ball was pace on. The ball before, he went pace off, but he had all his men up in the circle.
Oh, that's powerful. That is such a good cricket shot. That is as orthodox as you get, what you don't normally associate with Glenn Maxwell. That's impressive.
Well, he doesn't need to do too much in the way of innovation here. Jimmy Neesham not using the pitch. With this delivery, Glenn Maxwell can just set himself up and hit it straight. Interesting, in 23 matches, Jimmy Neesham has only bowled his full overs 4 or 5 times.
Yep, this has been a horrible over for New Zealand. 18 already from it. Maxwell's still going. Changing the field, so Tim Southey has now gone back to long off. So protection straight down the ground. Third man in play. Deep cover point and deep square leg. The fielder's on the boundary. Oh, what a shot that is. Oh, look how quickly that's gone for 4. Opened it up and carved it through point. Nice way to bring up 50. It's his 9th in T20 cricket. Big smile on the face because this has been something special. Something that was much needed for Australia.
Big show. Glenn Maxwell, he has delivered tonight. 25 balls for 52. And counting. He has made a tremendous impact on this game. He's a must-watch when he's in this sort of form.
Oh, it's carved away. Has he found the boundary? It's gone all the way. What an over. 6 boundaries in the over. 28 from it. Maxwell has delivered. Neesham has been pumped in Australia at 181 for 3.
One is back.
What does it take to go from zero to champion?
Crosses the line to win.
Getting the most out of more than 2,500 kilograms of fuel. Having 80,000 components work together. Overcoming 10 teams and 20 drivers. Keeping cool while more than 471 million eyes are on you. For over 6,900 kilometers, as you lose more than 4 kilograms per race for 23 races.
They win in perfect fashion.
All so that you can be number one.
Absolutely fantastic scenes down here.
But going from zero to champion will take more than facts and figures. It will take everything. Catch every exhilarating moment of the 2021 Formula One season on a dedicated motorsport channel on Supersport, only on DSTV. Broadcast proudly brought to you by Discovery.
Stay connected to DSTV and enjoy the world's best sports entertainment on Supersport, your world of champions.
At a target of 437 for Bangladesh to chase down, and they've gone on to pick up 3 wickets. Mushfiqur Rahim, he's on 1, he's alongside Bangladesh's captain Mominul Haq on 27, and a lot of work to do. 34 overs remain in the day today, 325 runs behind. Of course, we have another day of Test cricket remaining. Good evening, Amir Sohail.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, wherever you are catching this broadcast. Yeah, these conditions are really challenging the Bangladeshi batsmen's technique, skills and patience. Jaivar Kumar will continue after tea. It's been once again very impressive.
Patience is key. Yes, things are working for you as a bowler. There are conditions that suit you. Still needs to stick to your job. Try and put that ball into areas that will assist you. Nicely played. Rolling the wrists, Mushfiqur Rahim.
Should the bowler mind this? No. He should be encouraged. Because the batter is taking too many chances. Had he missed that ball, would have kept everybody interested.
Oh, sharp turn, sharp turn. Surprised everyone, and that's what can happen. You find spots that aid you, not everywhere. There are still good areas, but you got to identify where you can get the ball to talk like that and try and hit him.
Yeah, that's where he's so intelligent, so cunning. He doesn't spin the ball very often like that. He keeps on relying on that arm delivery. And to surprise the batsman from that particular line of length, he turns the ball. That becomes a nightmare for the batsman. His wily campaigner is only young. He's showing the signs of a great bowler already.
He's trying to hit that rough outside the left-hander's off stump. He did. This was Nazmul Hasan Shanto. Look at where it pitches. Bang! It spits. Turns. He's gone. That's in front. But there's a nick.
Also, it hit the batsman outside the off stump. Good thinking. Changed the pace on that occasion. Left armour forcing the batsman on the back foot.
Mominul also starting from outside off stump so that he makes sure that he's hit outside the line. 120 for 3.
The pistol shooter who aimed at nothing but gold. Such a big achievement in such a small age. पर इनके इरादे बिल्कुल छोटे नहीं हैं, क्योंकि इनकी नजर सिर्फ टारगेट पे रहती है. Yes, that's मनु भाकर. आप इन्हें जानते होंगे, पर कुछ हफ्तों बाद सारा जहां इन्हें जानेगा. हिंदुस्तान देख रहा है एक ही ख्वाब, हम होंगे कामयाब.
Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
In the clouds, but no threat of rain for the moment. Well, we're trying to make a point in the last over of Nazmul Hasan Shanto. Look at where it pitches. Yep. Around an area which aids the bowler. He needs to try and hit those areas. And this is what we spotted in the morning. That's where Jai Vikrama or even Ramesh Mendy has whatever stage need to try and stay. It's hard, even as a bowler. It's a very little area, small area, but the ball talks.
Come on, Dana. Come on, Dana. Thank you, sir.
Dhananjaya. Now he's got a different role to play. He's got to make sure that he doesn't leak runs. Block it up for Praveen Jai Vikrama from the other end to try and pick up wickets. I think you got this one right.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Thought I heard two noises in that shout in the previous over.
Batting from outside the off stump. Impact was outside the off stump, although the ball was going to hit the stumps, but was he off balance?
We have umpire referral for a stumping, stuff air delivery. Give me the side down angle, please. Please. Please.
Save the match. Your temperament, your technique.
Off spinner. Most often will take the ball away. 122 for 3. 3:15. It's 3:25 the time, but 3:15 is what Bangladesh need to win this match and the series. You do have to stay busy though.
A simple thing is play the ball on its merit.
Just allow the bowlers to come and land around there. Be a sitting duck. Be proactive, try and get down the wicket, get deep in your crease. Any loose ball, try and put them away. Edge dropped. Was low but should have been picked up.
Oh, this is the first time we have seen Tirmane faltering. Standing in the slips for spinners. He's been safe as a house. The standards he set should have been taken.
In partnership for Bangladesh from here on, it'll be Litton Das and then the all-rounder Mehdi Hassan Miraj. All over Bangladesh if can break.
One, 2, 4 for 3.
തീർച്ചയായും നെതർലാൻഡിന് ജയിക്കൂടാ. ഞാനല്ല പറയുന്നത്, നെതർലാൻഡ് ജയിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ളൂ. തീർച്ചയാണ്. അതെ, നെതർലാൻഡ്. ജർമ്മനി.
Not quite been at his best. You
area to respond.
Yep, if you miss it, it's a free hit. That's the key, that's the challenge for the bowler as well. And the batsman to get him off that spot. With the ball spinning in. Both batsmen, Muminul Haq to the left armour, they start on off stump and try and get outside. So if the ball spins back and it hits them, it's hitting them outside the line of off stump.
It's not working, so why not revert to flighting the ball? He's tried a couple of times in this over, faltered. I think the better thing for Dhananjaya to do is flight the ball, deceive the batsman in the flight.
Because right now he's trying to Mushfiq in this series.
Go Praveen. Allama. Go Praveen, ini lamai. Ini udah macam apa dah kena lamai, kayak kan lamai tadi kan? Mau Praveen.
Well, what we have seen in the series is more comfortable dealing with the spinners. It's more fluent against them as opposed to fast bowlers.
No. Easy.
Once again moving well. Looking very comfortable on the front foot as well.
If we project this game, Amir, 30 overs remaining, let's say we get all 30, spinners going as they are, we should. Bangladesh survive till the close. This partnership, both capable, they make big hundreds.
Easy.
Can take Bangladesh there. You score at 2.5, 3 and over. Coming back tomorrow with 7 wickets in hand, needing 200. Suddenly got the opposition thinking, and even for yourself, a sniff.
But still, bowling side has the edge. End of the over, it's 1-3, 2 for 3.
দাদুকে বলে দাও ইটালি জিতবে ঠিক আছে বলে দিও দাদু ভাই এসো গন্দি দাদি কিচ্ছু জানে না দেখবি আমাদের স্পেনই জিতবে
It's time to take sides as we gear up for Europe's biggest sporting spectacle. So whose side are you on? Europe's biggest sporting spectacle, the UEFA Euro 2020, starts 11th June 2021
on Sony Sports Network.
Mushfiq Rahim started the series as the leading run scorer, but Tamim Iqbal scored heaps of runs. to pick up wickets. 11 overs for 60. In this scenario, Sri Lanka have pulled it back. But on another day, initially the captain wants control to be able to set a field and then attack.
At times, it does give an impression that he's over-trying things. But I think it's because he's got a limitation in his action. That's why he cannot pitch the ball in the right areas consistently. He's got the talent, he's got the ability, there is no doubt about it. But if he can improve that efficiency, he can be an asset. I hope it's been identified and he'll start working on it.
There we go. There's been a loose ball every over. But Bangladesh must believe, these two batsmen must believe, to grind their way to the close.
Home in, Nene. What do you say?
Ramesh Mandis is a talented bowler. Gets the turn out of the surface. Gets the ball to bounce. It's tall. It's got all the ingredients to become a force at this level.
Caught again.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Ramai.
Got him. That was a poor shot. Got that on a length. The batsman does the rest. That's a massive blow for Bangladesh.
It is. Big wicket. He was looking good. He committed himself a bit early on the front foot. And the ball was slightly short. He didn't know what to do. Just
rest. That's a massive blow for Bangladesh.
It is.
Best. That's a massive blow for Bangladesh.
It is. Big wicket. He was looking good. He committed himself a bit early on the front foot. And the ball was slightly short. He didn't know what to do. Just hung his bat out. Got the inside edge and is walking back dejectedly. 32 was his individual contribution, 134 for 4.
Michael Chandler is a savage with knockout power.
Let's go get that title.
Charles Oliveira, the longest active win streak in the UFC.
This man is super dangerous.
I'm back. I'm here to fight. Nate Diaz is one of the biggest superstars in the sport.
But Mominul Haq decides to chop on.
Well, let me tell you.
But Mominul Haq decides to chop on.
Well, let me tell you.
But Mominul Haq decides to chop on.
Well, let me tell you.
Bowling.
138 for 4, Bangladesh.
Enjoy your strong dose of morning coffee with Roman's Extra Strong Superman Punch. WWE Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Now live at 5:30 a.m. Only on
Sony Sports Network.
देखिए गुप्ता जी और मेहता जी की फैमिली जल्दी आ रही है सोनी के स्पोर्ट्स चैनल्स पर।
Lanka take another step towards winning the series.
After he got dropped, Mushfiq he started to move well in the crease. He's picking the ball early, getting into good positions. Just a query, Russell. Bangladesh way behind in this test match. Bowlers are on top. Do you really need that deep point fielder?
It's a fielder that was never used in the time that we played cricket. But since of late, that reverse sweep has come into the game. And that makes it so difficult for bowlers to pick a line, a length. That fielder is there to try and protect against that shot, which relieves a lot of pressure. It's not a risky shot anymore. There we go. Side edge, but luckily doesn't go on to the pad. Straight down she goes. The game has changed a little bit from those days.
Still, a different player, Litan Das. He likes to push at the ball. He doesn't allow the ball to come to him. Chance for the off spinner to pick up one more. 141 for 4.
আমাদের স্পেন জিতবে
না আমাদের ইতালি জিতবে
আরে তোর গন্দি দাদি দেখবি আমাদের স্পেনই জিতবে
যত সব ন্যাকামি দেখবে আমাদের ইতালি জিতবে
রাখো তো তোমার কথা দেখবে আমাদের স্পেনই জিতবে কি বল
It's time to take sides as we gear up for Europe's biggest sporting spectacle. So whose side are you on? Europe's biggest sporting spectacle, the UEFA Euro 2020, starts 11th June 2021
on Sony Sports Network.
Left arm spinners on test debut. Gotta go a long way back.
That's your middle.
Alf Valentine, Bob Perry, 1884 Bobby Peel. They've been maintaining records for so many years. Impressive.
Jai Vikrama. 12 for 160, maybe?
Yep. There's an opportunity to get up there. I wonder if Roshan's watched any of those bowlers. Those left arm spinners with best match figures on debut.
He'll know of him if he hasn't seen them in action. That's for sure. Always busy, that man.
It's Sunday. Short prayer now and again. It's good for the soul. That's the quicker one. Mushfiq up to it though. Kind of aware, he's looking out for that.
A good thing is looking to play straight. Every time he's playing the ball, presenting full face. And now showing awareness of the off stump as well.
Good man to chat to. Great stories of yesteryear. From Roshan, talks about Stanley Jackson as well. 142 for 4.
Bangladesh need 295 runs to win. Sri Lanka needs 6 wickets to win the series. Dark clouds building up far away. Oh, half a chance there. Good area by Ramesh Mendis, finally getting the batsman to the front foot. Nah, those things have to be straighter, much straighter. It's good effort though, in the Fernando. Not easy down that Silimidon. Slightly up. Of course, as well, Good evening, Shamim.
Evening, Parvez. And here's the sweep. That was pretty close to that leg stump. Played it fine. I don't know if he quite got the bat on it or a bit of glove. Whatever, he's got the runs. Going through a very, very traumatic period. The Bangladeshi batsman lost 4 wickets. That daunting mammoth total inviting them. Unfortunately, they have not been able to get the kind of batting going that would give them any semblance of an opportunity. Seems to be a question of survival now more than anything else. That's another test of temperament they'll have to go through.
Easily picked up his leg side, Lijon Das, changing for a couple. Problem he's been mostly Ramesh Mendes pitching it short. The length has been a bit shorter. When he gets it right, we saw in the previous over. Could have said as well. A slight change in field as well, extra cover. Moving across to short mid wicket. And a leg gully in place for the new batsman. Silimidon. Leg gully. Slip in the offside as well. Short mid wicket, Captain Dimut Karunaratne.
Show me one more time, please. Outside the off top. Impact outside the off. Go back to on field umpire, please, Ruchira. Ruchi, you can stay with your original not out decision. You are on camera, make your signal.
Well, Sri Lanka have lost their third review. Third and last review for Sri Lanka taken, and it has gone against them. Bangladesh still have their 3 views. That's an interesting situation to be in, Faviz.
What a good decision by Ruchira Palleguru. And that's the end of the over as well. Bangladesh 148 for 4.
Enjoy your strong dose of morning coffee with Roman's Extra Strong Superman Punch. WWE Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Now live at 5:30 a.m. Only on
Sony Sports Network.
And once it's within your zone, you just go forward and angle the bat, smother the spin. Temperament, patience, all being tested here by some excellent bowling by this young man. Such a wonderful mix, hasn't he?
Definitely showing his entire repertoire.
Come on, Praveen. Go, Praveen.
Keeps a much flat at that time is 84.4. Get the ball talking. Debut game, 8 wickets. Very impressive. The way he picked up wickets was building pressure and not trying to run through the batsman or the batting lineup. Keeps bowling the good deliveries and eventually getting his rewards. That is consistently 78, 77. It's ideal pace for this track. And also the angles what he bowls in. Sometimes square arm, which skitters through, and then the one he gives it air gets a bounce.
Temptation. Come on, I'll loop it up. See if you can hit me out of the ground. Another good over completed, 149 for 4.
No one could do it better.
It's time to take sides as we gear up for Europe's biggest sporting spectacle. So whose side are you on? The UEFA Euro 2020 starts 11th June 2021, live and exclusive
On Sony Sports Network.
.515 is the cut-off time here on the 4th day of the 23 overs to be bowled out in the day. Their target will 23 overs to be bowled out in the day. Their target will be to survive till the end of 3 overs to be bowled out in the 3 overs to be bowled out in the day. Their target will be to survive till the end of 3 overs to be bowled out in the day. Their target will be to survive till the end
The UEFA Euro 2020 starts 11th June 2021, live and exclusive on Sony
Sports Network.
Ramesh Menon is still new to Test cricket, trying to put the pressure. Two good deliveries, and the third delivery, here we go. Nicely timed as well. Have a cat and mouse going around, and predominantly a leg side field as well. 6 fielders, 3 catching, 3 patrolling the boundary. There you go. Little shimmy, just trying to put Ramesh Menon off his lens. Shows the experience of Mushfiqur Rahim, understanding that Ramesh Menon, when he gets it right with the bounce which is on offer at this Pallakele Stadium, not letting the spinner settle in.
Laying it down, waiting for the ball to come on. Kumar Das has to be wary of that turn. It's a question of reading the length also. It's all when they're not quite sure whether to go forward or back. It's been the length also. It's all when they're not quite sure whether to go forward or back. It's been the problem, particularly saw the way. The problem, the physio comes in, seems in a bit of pain.
The medical authorities, huge thank you should go to them. Creating this bubble, giving all the support. It's swollen. Yeah, that's the
We've had problems with the weather and the rain on a few occasions. They're having a reading here. Kumar Dharmasena. What does he reckon? Is it all right to carry on? We'll soon find out. Giving the reading, showing it to Dimatkar Ratne. He doesn't look too excited about it. And they, I think, decide to carry on. Yep, ball's been handed over. Smile breaks out in Devakrama's face. No wonder. He's been licking his lips. He's been bowling well. Very intelligent bowling. A lot of hard work for Liton Kumar Das and very intelligent bowling. A lot of hard work for Liton Kumar Das and
But still going through it. Lucky there that he got so many of the meat. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Tell you what, just on the first ball, he backed away, was beaten, and then he exposed his intentions going down the wicket to the bowler. And all credit to Javekrama. I think he bowled it that short, and that didn't allow Mushfiq to get underneath that one. Watching the batters, but that is a rather loose delivery. Could have done better with that. Well, on a fumble, they take a single.
Lucky there. Srilanka getting hit around the wrist with the thumb. Be okay. Definitely Praveen Jayakrama. Good head on his shoulders. Playing with his temperament. Yeah, it's good stop by the big fast bowler. Not easy. Nicely bowled. Well played by Litton Das as well. Soft hands. Making sure even there's the edge, it won't be carrying to the slip with softer hands.
And you've also got to realize, excuse me, that Litton Das is slightly taller than Mushfiq Rahim. The lengths will be different. He will have a bigger sort of reach to go and smother the spin. 155 for 4.
Michael Chandler is a savage with knockout power.
Let's go get that title. Charles Oliveira.
The longest active win streak in the UFC.
This man is super dangerous.
I'm back. I'm here to fight. Nate Diaz is one of the biggest superstars in the sport.
Leon Edwards is incredible. England's best hope for a UFC champion.
Sold out event. Here we come, Houston.
Watch UFC 262 live on Sony 10.2 and Sony 10.3. It's time to take sides as we
England's best hope for a UFC champion.
Sold out event. Here we come, Houston.
watch UFC 262 live on Sony 10.2 and Sony 10.3.
This is where it's important to get Litton Das in this end, Rahim. This is where it's important to get Litton Das in this end, and Ramesh Mendus to have 5 deliveries at the newcomer. Mushfiq Rahim so far has 52 deliveries. Litton Das still new to the crease, still haven't got going. Very important that the 5 deliveries has been bowled.
A little bit disconcerting, that bounce. That kind of length you don't expect the ball to just... Look at this, an awkward bounce, and he has to just come down quickly on that. Gives him on the fingers, maybe the unprotected part of the gloves. Pochok leg and a leg gully with a slip in. And turn. He's played it very well. Just playing with the turn, dabbing it away for a single.
But you hear that Dikwal was saying, passe gahanninne, that means trying to play in the back foot. Batsman trying to play with that bounce. That's where the experience of the bowler comes in handy as well.
Young into the test arena, both the bowlers on view. But they've been very impressive, must tell you that. Bowling as if they've been doing this for years on end. The type of control, the thinking they've shown in their approach has been absolutely top class.
I completely agree. The situation of the game is so far good for Sri Lanka. The 2 spinners dictating their terms. All credit to the batsman who put the runs on board for Sri Lanka.
Control, the thinking they've shown in their approach has been absolutely...
ओलंपिक गेम्स टोक्यो 2020 सिर्फ सोनी के स्पोर्ट्स
Despite that scenic beauty. Despite that scenic beauty in the middle, it's been very difficult for Bangladesh. Living very dangerously. Cannot understand by Mushfiqur Rahim in last ball of the last over. Just go shimmy down the wicket, and then he's so awkwardly positioned, and maybe because of that, Dikwela could not gather it. Otherwise, there have been curtains for Mushfiqur Rahim. Not for the first time. He's been in trouble trying to go down the wicket. Once the ball went in the air, fell in no man's land, and that was another narrow escape. Riton Kumar Das has been more circumspect and more accurate in his approach. He's played the balls very nicely, timed them well, and sent them to the boundary.
Nicely played. Rare loose delivery by Praveen Jayavikrama. And using the entire crease there by Liton Das, rocking back, punching it, whereas the previous delivery in the last over in the last was, there you go, that's what we're talking about, using 7th place, the young man into his 17th consecutive over. Oh, the stumping. Amazing to see. Before even the ball was delivered, Mushfiqur down the ground.
Yeah, incredible. Not only once, it's just dropped once earlier, then this opportunity. So he's had 2 lives. He's got to ride his luck. Really should not be taking any chances. Very surprised at his approach. Such a cool customer is Mushfiqur Rahim. Such a level head. It's got to ensure that he keeps his cool, plays proper cricketing shots like that. That's a sweep that deserves the boundary.
That's a slap. Noise of that bat. Beautiful. That's Mushfiqur Rahim's strength. The sweep shot, the slog sweep shot. That's what we've been seeing from Mushfiqur for so long. As you said, should play into his strength. Right in the middle stump. Just outside the off stump, I should say, is turning away. But nicely met and well placed.
Mushfiqur is such a wonderful player. Such a good manipulator of the cricket ball. He's such a wonderful thinking batsman. So you get surprised when he does something like that a couple of occasions. But I'm sure he's telling himself, he's admonishing himself, look, you've got to just batten down. Show some more powers of concentration. Done all the hard work, building up this partnership slowly. Can't afford to let it go. Nicely done. Good ball and good stroke too.
A good comeback by Praveen. Beautiful shot again by the drone of entire Kandy. There's good running, very good running by Mushfiqur. The running with the stroke. Banindu Hasaranga mid off, couldn't stop that. Bangladesh 167 for 4.
Michael Chandler is a savage with knockout power.
Let's go get that title. Charles Oliveira.
The longest active win streak in the UFC.
This man is super dangerous.
I'm back. I'm here to fight. Nate Diaz is one of the biggest superstars in the sport.
Leon Edwards is incredible. England's best hope for a UFC champion.
Sold out event. Here we come, Houston.
Watch UFC 262 live on Sony 10.
Batted in the 4th innings for Bangladesh in the last 5 years. 100.3 overs. Still lost to Indian Hyderabad. Again a reverse. Again in trouble. Could have been in trouble. Inexplicable. A premeditated shot once again from Mushfiqur Rahim. Can't understand this at all. Such a high-risk shot. Whenever you're trying to reverse sweep, whatever format of the game you're playing in, it still persists. It's not settled down.
Taking his chances, isn't he? Mushfiqur dropped twice. Still taking those risks. Amishmin is into his 17th over. 76 runs. It's been a bit up and down today. especially the lens. Picked up a couple of wickets. Been a lot of bad deliveries as well, got to be said. That's where the youngster should learn quickly. At this level, consistency is the key. Shot again. Pick that gap between deep square leg and deep mid wicket. Just easy picking for Mushfiqur Rahim for a boundary.
That is it. You wait for the loose ones to come along. There will be along once in a while, and you can just pounce on those. And that's the way to go. Why play the high-risk shots?
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Know about it. Sure, with all his experience.
Your guess is as good as mine, Shamin. Mushfiqur Rahim, experienced campaigner.
Well, it's something for the umpires to consider. It's getting a little dark here. Clouds hovering. Well, he's gone. He has managed to get once to bounce, and Mushfiqur Rahim very disconsolate. Couldn't put it on. Maybe got the gloves at the shoulder of the bat. Was taken round the corner.
Disappointed Mushfiqur Rahim there. The secret of the delivery was a bounce. Look at that. Off the glove, off the hip. Easy catch to Dhananjay De Silva at leg gully. No hesitation by Ruchirapalli Guru to roll him out. Mushfiqur Rahim gone for 40, caught by Dhananjay, bowled by Ramesh Mendis. Bangladesh 171 for 5.
Sides as we biggest sporting spectacle. Side are you on? The UEFA Euro 2020 starts 11th June 2021 live at Ultra Network.
That
They have lost Mushfiqur Rahim, Bangladesh have, and it brings in Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Comes into the gloom, not just the overhead conditions, but the whole situation from the Bangladeshi perspective. Well, he's got his work cut out to his 26th match. Got 100 and 350s. Show a lot of resilience. Bowlers making the ball talk. Ramesh Mendis even. Making the ball talk. Ramesh Mendis. Mushfiqur Rahim tried to play it down. Just got.
Similar field. Pacing passage of play coming up. One becomes two, but that became almost two. Look at that delivery. That was right in that gap between Osunda Fernando and Dhananjay De Silva. Two close catching fielders. Very lucky Mehdi Hasan.
Tell you what, if it did not deflect off his pads after the deflection say The deflection saved him, I think. Overdone, 172 for 5.
The pistol shooter.
Deflection saved. The deflection saved him, I think. Overdone.
Is an area that he needs to work on. That's an area that he needs to work on. That's consistency.
That's patience.
Is an area that he needs to work on. That's consistency.
That's patience.
Is an area that he needs to work on. That's consistency.
That's patience. Every over.
He's bowling better. He's bowling the right length. So far he's got 4 balls in decent areas. Needs to finish it off well. Just to have that pressure.
And building pressure leads to the pleasure of picking up wickets, maybe winning matches.
Not to the pleasure of the batsman though.
It's all about the grind, isn't it? Even for a batsman, see off those difficult times, absorb pressure, then get yourself into a position from where you can dictate terms. The handling pressure, absorbing pressure leads to...
Well said, Russell. You're turning out to be very poetic. Strong return. Couple of runs. 174 for 5. And it is time for a drinks break.
The UEFA Champions League is brought to you by Heineken and Pepsi Black, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
There are over 1 billion people in India. But how many of them can hit the bullseye? How many of them can land that perfect punch or do the perfect takedown? How many can take gold? How many even have it in their country? Few. And than our heroes. Our heroes will stand tall against the world और सारा हिंदुस्तान देख रहा है एक ही ख्वाब, हम होंगे कामयाब.
Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
Italy, Spain, Italy, Spain, Italy, Spain, Italy, Spain.
As we gear up for Europe's biggest sporting spectacle. So whose side are you? The UEFA Euro 2020
on Sony Sports Network. देखिए गुप्ता जी और मेहता जी की फैमिली जल्दी आ रही है सोनी के स्पोर्ट्स चैनल्स पर.
Bangladesh have 16 overs in the day to try and bat out.
Now looking at that scorecard, all the batsmen have got themselves in, but not been able to kick on. But not all have been to poor.
Krama. He's been good. The issue has been with Ramesh Mendis.
നെതർലാൻഡ്
For Europe. So whose side? The UEFA Euro 2020
on Sony Sports Network.
ඕන්න එකක් ගියා අරුණ එන්නේ. එකක් ගියා තාම පිචෙට. I see. අතුණන් ගන්න ඉස්සරහට පැනලා ගැව්වොත්
3 for 83 for Ramesh Mendes. He hasn't got a maiden in as yet. Jai Vikrama far more economical.
4 maidens. That's a lot for Jai Vikrama. For Jai Vikrama, he's got 4 maidens.
I said Ramesh hasn't got a maiden in. Very confident. That time Palya Guru thinks he's out.
He didn't play a shot, so where it hit him does not make a difference. Now he's asked
TV
for the
umpire to
DRS.
director. We have a player
Let's see
review
what
for
the bounce
LBW.
is.
Original decision is out, and it's a fair delivery. Give me the front on spin vision, please. Okay, no stroke offered. Give me the ball tracker when it is ready, please. Thank you.
It's bouncing. It's
Waiting for
bouncing.
ball tracking.
But if it's clipping, it's out. It's nervous.
Ruchira, you need to change your decision to not out. You're on camera.
Well, bounce was the question, bounce was the doubt. And that, well, bounce was the question, bounce was the doubt. And that was eventually the factor.
In Bangladesh's first innings, the speed gave them a lot more turn.
Finding those right areas.
That one was a lot quicker. 2 balls ago was that LBW shout. It was slower. He slowed up the very next one. Litton Das opted to play him off the back foot. He had time. And hence, Ramesh Mendes reacting with a quicker one in the 90s.
නියමයි දානවා
to become successful.
Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020.
Save and experience online gambling like never before. You can even play with your friends online. Register now to join in the fun. GBets, one nation, one betting partner, powered by Gold Rush.
And the drone has got the best out of it there.